Thumbnails might seem like a tiny detail, but honestly, they can truly make or break whether someone even gives your new video a chance to be seen. Think of your thumbnail like the cover of a book or the main poster for a big movie release. If it looks bland or confusing, people will inevitably swipe right past it. If your thumbnail manages to be bold and just a little bit mysterious, you successfully stop potential viewers right in their tracks. So the big question is, how do you actually design these crucial thumbnails that consistently pull in those valuable clicks? Let's walk through the essential design stuff that actually works, keeping things chill and completely no fluff for you. The very first rule dictates that you need big, easily readable text prominently displayed on your final design. Most people are watching content on their phones, which means those tiny screens demand instant legibility at a single glance. You should always use large, bold, sans serif fonts because they read cleaner and process much faster in the viewer's brain. You must keep the actual amount of text you use quite short to maximize its visual impact. Generally speaking, 3 to 5 words is the absolute sweet spot for immediate viewer comprehension. Phrases like 5 quick tips or the slightly more engaging boost your views immediately tells the viewer what they are getting. This short, concise phrasing avoids cluttering your main visual space unnecessarily, keeping the focus sharp. You should always add a subtle shadow or a clean outline around your text to ensure it stands out visually. This simple visual trick ensures your important title pops off the screen no matter what busy or dark background image you happen to be using. Contrast in the end is absolutely everything when you're carefully designing your visual presentation. If your background image happens to feature predominantly dark tones, then you must use a light, bright color for your lettering. Conversely, if that background is naturally light or very bright, you should go dark with the text for maximum visual punch. This simple foundational visual trick is massively effective at instantly grabbing attention within a busy feed. Next up on the list, you must always focus on using high-quality, incredibly sharp images for your primary visual element. Blurry or pixelated thumbnails immediately scream amateur hour to any discerning and experienced viewer scrolling by. The good news is that you don't necessarily need an expensive professional DSLR camera to get crisp shots nowadays. Modern smartphone cameras are actually incredible tools for capturing very sharp, clear, and engaging visuals. Just make absolutely sure the lighting conditions are good and that the main subject stays perfectly sharp in focus. If you happen to be capturing a human face within the shot, you need to get it close and very clearly visible. People are naturally and subconsciously drawn to faces and any strong, genuine emotional expression they can immediately recognize. A surprised, happy, or even a slightly shocked expression creates instant curiosity and a strong sense of emotional resonance. Oh, and please never ever forget the absolute importance of visual relevance in all of your design choices. If your video is specifically a cooking tutorial, you should show the final, delicious-looking dish or someone actively engaged in cooking. If the content happens to be heavily about technology, make sure the key gadget is clearly visible right there in the thumbnail space. The thumbnail needs to function as an honest and compelling visual tease of the exact content found waiting inside the video itself. Brand consistency, believe it or not, actually matters way more than many creators give it credit for in their initial planning stages. You should consistently use your signature colors, specific fonts, and recognizable layout elements across all thumbnails for instant audience recognition. Think about the biggest creators you follow. You can often spot their videos immediately without even needing to look at the actual channel name. That powerful sense of familiarity you build over time is what truly fosters deep, long-lasting trust with your viewing community. You should definitely create one master template for your thumbnails, perhaps using a tool like Canva, and keep your core elements locked down tight. After that setup, you can easily swap out the specific main images and the unique text for each brand new video release. But seriously, consistency does not have to automatically mean boring or incredibly stale design choices for your brand. You can absolutely still get highly creative with your compositions, expressions, and strategic pops of color in every new design. Just make sure you keep those core, recognizable brand cues firmly in place while you are actively experimenting with new looks. Next, focus on how to create genuine curiosity without ever resorting to outright lying to your dedicated viewers. Teasing is the perfect sweet spot. You want the thumbnail to pose an interesting question in the viewer's mind, not just scream obvious clickbait. Try using mysterious, slightly shadowed images, selectively blurred elements, or a face reacting intensely to something completely unexpected off-screen. Pair that intriguing visual with compelling text like, "You won't believe this," or perhaps even "Secret revealed" to maximize that initial intrigue. This powerful combination creates incredible curiosity that is much more likely to convert into an actual, valuable click for you. You absolutely must never overpromise in your design, because if the thumbnail lies, people will feel cheated and your channel health will suffer long-term. Thorough testing and consistent iteration on your designs is a huge, often overlooked step towards real success. A/B testing specifically allows you to directly compare two very similar thumbnails to see which one performs objectively better. Try testing subtle differences like the main colors used, a clear face versus a pure product shot, or slightly varied text phrasing on each version. Tools like TubeBuddy and vidIQ can certainly assist you in managing this complex comparison process effectively on your own. The platform itself provides crucial performance metrics like CTR, overall watch time, and audience retention. You must use this data. If you notice that a specific thumbnail is clearly underperforming according to the metrics, you should swap it out quickly to check for immediate view improvement. Sometimes those simple, data-informed changes you make can end up completely doubling your overall click-through rate for that video. Now here is a super practical and often overlooked tip that too many smart creators consistently ignore in their overall strategy. You must design your thumbnails with your short-form video strategy firmly in mind right from the very beginning of the process. If you plan on slicing those long videos into Reels, Shorts, or TikToks, those resulting short clips must also be thumbnail-friendly visuals. That is precisely the stage where modern smart editing tools can truly save you an absolutely incredible amount of necessary production time. Speaking of tools, Canva is definitely awesome for beginner-friendly thumbnail design because it remains incredibly easy and fast to use for templates. However, if you're heavily repurposing content, chopping long streams into dozens of short clips, other tools feel clunky or cost-prohibitive. Descript is great for the initial editing part, but it can get quite pricey if you are working with heavy volume on a consistent basis. CapCut is a very capable free option, but it can become very manual and time-consuming when you have many long-form videos that all need processing. Other dedicated platforms might focus narrowly on only the thumbnail creation process, or perhaps only on the specific editing workflow. This is precisely where a tool like Vizard actually becomes incredibly handy because of its natural workflow integration with your content. Vizard's built-in AI can efficiently find those viral, high-engagement moments buried inside your long videos and turn them into ready-to-post short clips. That automatic process does two major immediate things for your entire thumbnail creation game right from the start. First, it gives you a constant fresh feed of punchy, emotional frames that are perfect material for those quick, eye-catching thumbnail shots. Second, it drastically cuts down the incredibly tedious manual work of hunting through hours of raw footage just to find those exact key moments you need. You instantly get clean, highly expressive frames like great faces or genuine surprise moments that designers normally spend ages trying to hunt down. Plus, when you already have many short clips that are naturally optimized for engagement, you can test different thumbnails across those posts much faster. Another significant win from Vizard is its integrated auto-schedule function and the helpful content calendar feature. Imagine you have a weekly live stream and 10 different highlight clips that all need posting on separate days over the next week. Manually scheduling all those posts across different platforms while trying to track which thumbnail you used becomes a genuine headache for creators. Vizard allows you to schedule and organize all your upcoming social content in one centralized, easy-to-manage dashboard. That centralized consistency makes your thumbnails and your overall posts feel perfectly coordinated, which seriously boosts brand recognition over time. This automation also frees up your valuable mental energy so you can focus on designing truly better visuals instead of constantly managing basic uploads. Compare this to other solutions where some auto editors only handle clip selection, forcing you to buy and manage totally separate scheduling software. Other systems might offer scheduling features, but they often charge extra money or have really clunky user interfaces that are difficult to navigate smoothly. Vizard combines that vital clip selection, scheduling, and a content calendar in one cohesive way that feels purpose-built for scaling creators like you. When you are actively testing thumbnails, make sure you wisely use both clean, staged photo-based options and actual mid-action frame-based options. Sometimes a clean, well-staged photo of yourself works best for establishing that crucial personal connection with the audience. Other times, a mid-action frame pulled directly from the actual video, like someone's mouth wide open, simply beats any posed shot you could ever take. You will only truly know which style wins when you let the performance data guide your final decision-making process. And remember, if you are pulling those high-energy frames from clips Vizard automatically generates, you get tons of action shots without the manual scrubbing effort. Let's quickly cover a couple more essential, super practical thumbnail strategies you should always keep locked away in your design toolkit. Always avoid putting too much distracting text onto the final image, and definitely never use thin, hard-to-read font styles on your designs. Also, do not place any truly important elements right in the very corners of your design, as platform cropping can unexpectedly kill your whole composition. You must always maintain a small, consistent, safe zone around your main subject and all of your key text elements for protection. You can strategically use small color bands or simple icons to visually signify the video type, like a tutorial or a review, for quick scanning. This visual coding helps returning viewers scan your channel page very quickly and choose exactly the content they are in the mood to consume right now. Finally, never underestimate the proven power of a strong face plus object composition in your final thumbnail layout. If you are doing a tech review, a close-up of the gadget next to a clear, strong facial reaction is a classic formula that just keeps working for a reason. For travel content, a stunning wide landscape shot with a small, excited human figure positioned in the corner often beats just an empty vista every single time. That strong emotional connection you manage to forge with the viewer's eye is what directly translates into those higher click numbers for you. And finally, you will must be willing to revisit and strategically update your older thumbnails on evergreen content periodically as things change. I have personally seen creators successfully double or even triple the lifetime views on older videos simply by refreshing the thumbnail and title recently. Trends in design are always changing, so a thumbnail style that performed perfectly last year might really require a fresh visual update now. If a specific video is evergreen but is currently underperforming its potential, give it a brand new thumbnail and try relaunching it to your existing audience base. So to quickly recap this entire optimization process, here is a short, actionable checklist you can immediately start using today. First, ensure you have big, bold text utilizing just 3 to 5 incredibly impactful words at the absolute maximum. Second, utilize strong contrast colors. Make sure your main images are always crisp, and remember that expressive faces and raw emotions almost always win out. Third, you need to maintain consistent branding across your channel, strive to create curiosity without any lying, and test your creative options whenever humanly possible. Fourth, try to use authentic frames pulled directly from the actual video clips and automate the tedious busy work like scheduling so you can focus purely on creative testing. If you want to start seeing results fast, open a template in Canva, pull a high-quality frame or photo, and add that short, bold text with a subtle outline effect. Then immediately upload that fresh design into your preferred social scheduler and let the real-world performance data tell you exactly what needs to change next time. If you are scaling up production and repurposing a lot of long-form content, those smart tools that auto-extract clips and manage your calendar will save you an immense amount of time. Using these integrated smart tools helps you create even better thumbnails because you suddenly have a much larger pool of great high-energy frames to select from. Alright, that successfully wraps up the 5 core ideas we discussed, all broken down into real usable steps for you to implement today. Thumbnails are truly your absolute first impression on any major video platform, so treat them with the respect they deserve. You should spend a dedicated bit of time on their creation, test your assumptions rigorously, and use smart tools to avoid wasting energy on repetitive, boring grunt work. Make the thumbnail effectively stop the initial scroll, make sure the video always delivers on the exact promise made, and you will watch both your CTR and watch time start to climb rapidly. Thanks so much for sticking with me through this entire detailed breakdown on visual optimization for your content library. If you found these specific tips genuinely helpful for your process, please take a second to hit that like button on the video right now. If you want more breakdowns just like this one, especially including how I use editing tools to pull perfect thumbnail frames in under 5 minutes, I will absolutely cover that in the next video. Be sure to subscribe right now so you definitely don't miss that crucial follow-up content, and I wish you all happy creating until we meet again. Remember this, consistent, dedicated effort on your visual presentation is the non-negotiable path to seeing more consistent views and channel growth overall. Just focus intensely on nailing that initial scroll-stopping hook, and then make sure your video content always over-delivers on the promise you made, and the platform algorithms will naturally reward your hard work.